crucial part of Mourinho and the jigsaw that worked this season.
Now, on the one hand, stylists at times, their football did exhilarate. On the other, pragmatists, they became to a team of substance, immaculate in their execution of almost every Mourinho plan, remorselessly precise in all that they have done, muscular and mean and tidy and exact. They set the pace at the start, and metronomically they maintained it. Leaders from gun to tape, the uncatchables, and they had the best player, and there he is.
I've thoroughly enjoyed watching him throughout the season as well, and again this afternoon Hazard has been immense. He's been immense all season long, hence the prizes he's won, the individual recognition he's received. And Didier, at the moment, chief photographer.
He doesn't want to be in the picture, he wants to take it. He's had enough back page pictures to himself to serve the satisfaction of any ambitious footballer. And now the captain. After 4 years in Manchester, the Barclays Premier League trophy is ready to settle in London again, ready to be redelivered into the familiar arms of John Terry. He's borne this happy task before. It is a responsibility of which he can never tire. For the third time under Mourinho, for the fourth time in the Premier League era, and for the fifth time in history. In 2015, Chelsea are champions. And blue is the colour. The ticker tape will take a while to come floating back down to earth. Chelsea will take a while to come floating back down to earth. But when it does all settle down, and when we reflect and write the history of the 2014-15 season, there can only be one broad analysis. It is, Jim Beglin, that Chelsea were simply much, much better than the rest.
They were. And from early in the season, we could see it. We could see the difference that was made by Mourinho to the side with the additions of Costa and Fabregas. And of course, Courtois. And there was a strength, there was a core strength in Chelsea that was head and shoulders above every other team in the league. And they went on to prove that over the course. Absolutely superb. And it won't stop here, Peter, because the ambition at this club now will be to go on. And I'm sure Mourinho would love a serious crack again at Champions League. And winning that once more, as he's done a couple of times already in his career. But for the moment, the Premier League will have to do on the back of the League Cup, and they have been phenomenal.
So, Jim, you played your career with a club that built year on year on year, never sat still, didn't allow itself to bask in trophies, and had to go again. Today is a day when rightfully they do bask, they do enjoy. This is party day, but to what extent does a champion have to kick on over the summer and go again?
You must do it. I was fortunate enough to experience it in my days at Anfield, when it was gone. Once you'd won something, it was gone, and you had to go again, and that was drilled into you on a weekly basis. Mourinho will be doing likewise, and he has to get these players who've played at an incredible standard this season to match them the same standards again next term. That's the basic. As to what he's going to add to the squad, that's